when you doubt yourself, narcissist plays on that. One of the most important things to recognize is that, hi, this is Jim Brillon, and welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk about all things mental health and different types of therapies and way that therapy can be helpful. This video is about people that tend to attract narcissists in their lives. I'm really thinking about reframing that of people that narcissists are attracted to, because if there are traits that you have that attract a narcissist, it's not your fault. And it's interesting when you think about the things that narcissists are attracted to. In a lot of ways, they're the things that they don't have. So, for instance, they lack in empathy, and that's one of the reasons that they're attracted to people that have lots of empathy, people that have a lot of compassion, because they tend to give a narcissist lots of breaks. People that look for the good in other people. I think that's what makes you vulnerable to a narcissist sometimes is that you want to see the good in that other person. So you tend to question, well, is it me? Is it something I'm doing? So that's one trait that I think is really attractive to a narcissist. Another is people who've grown up with narcissistic parents. And for a lot of reasons, you grow up in that environment and you start to believe that that's normal. It's normal to be manipulated. It's normal to be gaslit. It's normal to be abused. And you learn how to walk on eggshells around people. And for a lot of reasons, the environments that we grow up in shapes the way that we relate to people in our adult life. Caregivers are another type of person that are really attracted to narcissists, people that maybe have a rescue issue in their life, that they're looking for somebody that they can love into health. And that's when we have to start looking at things like codependency, taking responsibility for others' feelings, thoughts, behaviors. So looking at the codependent tendencies that you might have, you can see how that might attract a narcissist. Another type of person that's attracted to or attractive to narcissists is trauma survivors. And for a lot of reasons, trauma makes you more susceptible to more trauma. It affects your nervous system, it affects your fear responses. So people that have gone through trauma are susceptible to a narcissist. And when you've lived with either chronic invalidation or chronic criticism, that can make you vulnerable to a narcissist. Invalidation meaning that you've been told over and over again that your feelings don't matter, that, the way you see things is wrong, or even if you've had, parents that just missed basic details in your life, or implicitly or explicitly just didn't seem to tune in and didn't seem to be able to reflect to you who you are when they don't get you. And that chronic invalidation can make people grow up to doubt themselves a lot, question all of their thoughts and motivations. And when you doubt yourself, a narcissist plays on that. And I think that's one of the most important things to recognize, is that these traits are things that a narcissist will exploit in somebody. They take advantage of those things when they see them. Talking about invalidation, people that have grown up with chronic invalidation tend to blame themselves as well. They tend to over-apologize, and they're really kind of hard on themselves. So a narcissist walks into your life and they're treating you like crap, and you feel on some level like maybe I deserve that. That's a reason that also victims of abuse can be susceptible to a narcissist. There's a thing that happens where you get used to chronic abuse or neglect, and you start identifying with the abuser. So there are a lot of reasons that people who've survived different forms of abuse or neglect are targets for narcissists. People who tend to be naive or maybe not so worldly wise, can be a target to a narcissist. And conflict avoidant people, because one of the ways that a narcissist is going to manipulate you is through anger and creating fear. So if you're avoidant of conflict and you don't like conflict, you're much more likely to kind of kowtow and sort of accept whatever kind of abuse or manipulation they're willing to put out. when you start to see that maybe I have some of these traits, it's not about beating up on yourself. But it is about learning how to overcome some of those things. So if you recognize that these are some traits that you might have, then what you want to do is you want to start working to build your self-esteem authentically. What I mean by that is a lot of times in our culture, especially, we think of self-esteem as being better than somebody else, or, building our self-esteem through physical beauty or how much stuff I have, that sort of thing. Authentic self-esteem is really feeling good about yourself for who you are and being able to radically accept yourself. So working to increase your self-esteem and your resilience to narcissists. If you've grown up in chronic invalidation, then learning how to validate yourself is really important. Meaning that you let yourself know that everything I'm feeling and thinking is legitimate, it's valid. Even if other people don't get you, it's important that you get you. As far as how a narcissist chooses a target, sometimes they can recognize behaviors, and I think on some level that there's also an energetic bond. We're energetic beings and we resonate with each other, and it's odd how sometimes there's sort of like an energetic pull. One type of person is magnetically attracted to another type of person. So a narcissist on even an unconscious level can pick up that this might be a good target. And narcissists are attracted to people that are going to make them look good, because ultimately what they're looking for is some kind of narcissistic supply. So they'll be attracted to beautiful people, somebody that they can show off, and that can make you susceptible to a narcissist. Some things to think about, and if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a question. And if you're interested in learning more about narcissists, click on the next video and we'll talk more about this topic.